Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the 808 podcast. It is the podcast where we take business owners, CEOs, marketing directors, whoever I choose, 6 questions in 8 minutes and 8 seconds because 808 looks like Bob, and here we go. Question number 1, a couple sentences. Tell me who you are and what do you do?
My name is Andrew Weiss. I'm a public speaking and sales accountability coach, and I originate from Oregon, and I help people get guaranteed results with accountability.
Perfect. Right into the point. Question number 2, Andrew, what advice would you like to share? Go.
The advice I want to share today is recognizing that there's a concept called sprint goals, where why wait so long to accomplish your goals when time actually moves faster or time moves slower when you accomplish your goals faster. And this was a concept actually created by Benjamin Hardy, which I've tweaked myself. And I've found that people would actually rather lose something than gain something. And when you put something on the line, you're actually more likely to accomplish it. And a classic example of that is people say, oh, I want a new house. I want a new car. I want to lose weight. I want to make more money. But the question isn't what you want to gain, it's what are you willing to lose in order to make that gain? And so what I've done is I've created an accountability system where people put down money, they put down contracts and dares on the line saying, if you don't reach this goal, you owe money. And I've done it in a collaborative way where people have to put down an amount of money that scares them. They put it into a group pot where essentially when people all put this money in a pot together, they're incentivized to go, hey, I saw that Bob over here was doing his goal. He's going to get his money back. I need to make sure I do my goal so I get my money back. And essentially the concept is you put a goal within a timeline. You talk about how you're going to make consistent progress towards that goal every single day for a time period that you can set. And then once you reach the goal, you get your money back or make progress towards the goal, because really the hardest thing in itself is actually having the discipline to make progress towards that goal in the first place. And through my accountability system, people put down money, they bet on themselves. And at the end of the day, they reach that goal and they get their money back. It's a win-win, and they help get out of their own way and make the decision to have guaranteed success in their lives. And I've helped people lose over 15 pounds in 45 days. I've helped several people hit 10K months in 30 days or less. Mm-hmm. I've helped people build new reading habits, learn new instruments, and make sure to live the life of their dreams.
Okay. So other than just hiring you to do this, how could someone do this on their own?
They could do it on their own. And that's the thing, is that the beauty of it is you can do it on your own for sure. However, what I do is I offer unique coaching expertise by helping you identify what is the thing you need to constantly improve on, what is the thing that is really holding you back, and how can you make sure that with this system, Andrew's guidance is going to help you reach your goal and help you get out of your own way.
Oh, totally get it. It's better to hire someone to help you with there. But the idea of this podcast is not just, how can you do it? Hire me. Is we want to give people ideas that they can do on their own. So there's a way. Yeah. Is there a way someone could do this without hiring you?
100%. Yeah. Just call up a family friend or family member and say, this is my goal. I'm going to text you every single day of how I'm making progress towards my goal. If I lie about texting, or if I don't text you, you get to keep an amount of money that I'm scared of losing. And for some people, that amount of money might be $100, might be $1,000, might be $10,000. It has to be something that scares you, that gives you no excuses. And that will give you that guaranteed success to make sure you reach your goals no matter what.
No, I love that there. Let's get to question number 3. Andrew, it is time for shout outs. Who are you shouting out?
Today, I'm shouting out Benjamin Hardy. Thank you so much for inspiring me with this accountability system. I also want to give a shout out to Cade Collins with the Hope Society for helping us to have more hope in our lives.
Perfect. Question number 4, final fun question. Andrew, tell me about your first sale.
My first sale was when I was in middle school. I noticed that other kids were getting hungry during recess. And so what I did is I went to the store, I bought a bag of chips at 25 cents each, and I sold those bags of chips for $1 each. And I was one happy camper at the end of the day.
That's good. Shark Tank would say that's good margins.
It's very good margins. Yes.
There we go. So Andrew, you knocked that question number 2 out really quick, and I love it. You got 4 minutes and 7 seconds left. You can do some promo time. You can ask me a question. You can talk about the weather, whatever you want. Or since the best when to be concise and when to end early, we can end early. Go for it.
Yeah. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is just really understanding. I really want to drive home. Time moves slower when you accomplish goals faster. And that is the top mistake that I see people make, is that it's very easy to set goals. What's difficult is actually putting goals within certain deadlines and making sure the goals are tangible and making sure there's actually investment and skin in the game when you put those goals into place. And one of my favorite stories of people I've helped, like I've mentioned, is helping people lose weight that they hadn't lost in over 10 years. I've helping people reach financial goals of going for hitting 30K months in their business. And I've helped people really cut out alcohol, cut out sugar, cut out any kind of cravings whatsoever. Because the thing is, those cravings really add up every single day. And when you go and you bet on yourself and say, hey, I'm going to put $1,000 down that I'm not going to eat sweets for the rest of the month. When you look at that cookie, you go, wow, eating that one cookie is definitely not worth losing $1,000. And it really does carry to every aspect of your life by having more discipline and having more accountability and focus. So once again, just want to really stretch home the point that if you're going to put a goal for yourself, make sure it's tangible, make sure that you have something on the line, make sure you're serious about it, make sure you make the decision that there's no going back from you reaching that goal, and it really can happen. And Bob, I'd love to ask you about you. What's your favorite thing about putting together this podcast?
The networking. Because that's actually why I do it there. Because a lot of people have a content first, or they have this big plan to monetize their podcast. And I tell people, dude, I just want to network. That's why I do it. Plus, I will tell people that say that they can make money off their podcast. I tell people, if you don't have a Wikipedia page right now, you're probably not going to make money on your podcast.
No, 100%. Yeah. And there's definitely a lot of ways to make money on your podcast. Are you looking to bring on sponsors at some point? Or are you just looking? No, interesting.
Never. I'll never worry about that there. It's purely the networking. You know, I actually tease people, the content is the middle child. So you love it, but it's not your favorite. Let's just be honest.
What's the oldest child and the youngest child then?
Oldest child is the networking. Mm-hmm. And the youngest child, actually, youngest child is the networking, because that's the sweet and loving one that you all love there. And I honestly don't even know what the oldest child would be in that situation.
I guess just automatically generated leads on your website then.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, you got 1 minute, 30 seconds left. Anything else you want to add, or we can end early and that's okay?
One of the things I like to tell people is no one should ever believe in you more than you believe in yourself. No one should ever love you more than you love yourself. And whenever you want to do something, find someone who's already done it and ask them how they do it. And just because you haven't done something before doesn't mean you can't do it. And my favorite example is if you look at a baby and a baby's crawling and the baby goes, oh, shoot, I can't walk just because I've never walked before. Most babies would go, I don't really care. I see other babies walking, so I'm going to get up and I'm going to start walking too. So I really encourage those who are listening to go out there and recognize that whatever you want in life, you can have it. You can have it. You can have anything you want, but you can't have everything.
Absolutely. There, you pulled it off. 4 questions in 8 minutes and 8 seconds. Andrew, why is it 8 minutes and 8 seconds?
Because it looks like Bob.
It does. It does. Your website, say it real quick.
weisswisdom.com.
In the description, it's magic. Andrew, thank you so much for being on. Tip of the hat to you.
Thank you. You too.
You're welcome. And for everyone else watching or listening, I am legally required to tell you to like, share, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, whatever the heck the social media network tells you to do. You all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.